Hello, welcome to Geeking Out with Shad. Today we're going to talk a little bit about video editing, and the reason why I want to talk about it is I'm actually relatively new to this. I am not a very good video editor, and I have this other YouTube channel. It's called Shad Life. We'll just pull this forward. I do a lot of mountain biking, BMX, product reviews, things like that over there. So, what I want to talk about today is kind of my learning progress here because I just started wanting to create better titles and animations and things on my videos, and I don't know how to do it. So I did some research and kind of figured out this a little bit, but there's something I'm learning that's a bit more valuable. And this is, in case you're wondering, this is Adobe Premiere Pro. I have the subscription to the Adobe suite, so I always get the latest version. Um, and so I always get kind of the latest, greatest of this stuff, but I hardly ever leverage any of it. So that's what's kind of funny is I have all these like powerful tools and I don't really know how to use them. So this video is going to be about me learning how to do an animated title. So I did create it already and I saved it. So the cool thing about that is I can go ahead and delete this. But let's watch the animation first and we'll see. So basically the idea is I want to have it, rotate and then stop on the screen during my intro while I'm riding my bike. So this is like an intro I'm working on. Whether the video will be this video or not, I don't really care. It's more this animated title that I'm working on, right? And so let's delete this and kind of start from scratch. So we're going to come back here, delete this, and then we'll just go through the steps of how I did this because it's kind of interesting. The one thing that there's a key thing that I learned about animations in this program. So I'm going to click the T over here, which stands for text, and I'm just going to click on the screen and type my title. Right now I want to highlight that, and I think I had it on impact. So we're going to go over here to the left. We're going to open up this text. Notice it says Shad Life, so it's telling me what the text is. It's on Arial right now. I want to go back to impact, which is what I had it before. Impact, there it is. All right. So, and then I want to make it a little bit bigger. Let's just kind of guess and say that size. Then what I want to do is I want to click the selector arrow, because if I click anywhere in here with this text option selected, it's going to create a new text box, and I don't want that. And I make that mistake all the time. It's super frustrating. I'll click and then I'll create a new text thing, and then I got to go over here and delete it. So always remember to change your option over here. So I'm going to click the selection tool, and you'll notice that now you got the little holders around Shad Life, and I'm just going to move this, to the center. This doesn't actually give me the guide that I am used to seeing in other programs, and I'm not quite sure why. So I'm just going to have to guess approximately where the center is. I might have to look that up later because, as I said, I'm just learning. But let's just live with this for right now. Now I'm going to go over here and I'm going to scroll down. Not that. Scroll down. Oh, it keeps. Just don't scroll when your cursor's over. Oh, I can use this too. So I have it justified left. Doesn't really matter. Oh yeah, it does. Okay, let's justify it. Center, put it here. Okay. Now we're going to scroll down and we get into some of this stuff going on here. And this is what's kind of interesting. So there's this rotation bit, right? So what I learned is originally, I'm going to drag this out a little bit more so you can literally down here, this pink is the text. This is my video the top part is the video, the bottom part is the sound for the video, the audio, and then the pink part is the text layer. And I can literally click the edge of it and drag it longer, which is kind of cool, right? So now if we were to play the video, you just have shad life in there for however long you want it, right? Now, if we go back and we want to animate this and we want to rotate this thing around. So what I learned is you scroll to the point that you want to animate to, or you slide the slider, the timeline slider. This is pretty granular, so what I can do is I can click this bar down here to give myself more room to work with. This is probably one of the coolest features because I can look at lots of video or get really fine-tune on my adjustments here. See how I can scroll and literally just select exactly where in the video I want to be. So that really helps figure these things out. So I'm gonna play this and stop, and right there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over here and see this little clock. So this is what I had to learn, and I was like, wow, I really don't understand what these clocks mean. But I want to go down to the rotate. I don't know how I got moved up there, but let's go to rotation. We're gonna hit that clock, right? And that is marking this timeline, right? Now I'm going to pull this all the way back to the beginning of that text, right? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to spin this guy to about there, right? And then all I have to do at this point is click play and watch what happens. Like, seems like super simple, yet it was not that easy for me to figure out until I watched some how-to videos on how to do it. But now what I'm learning is that I can do that with any one of these, like anything that has a clock on it. I can like fade in the opacity. I can rotate it like I just did. I can change the scale, which is going to be the size. So if we go over here and we change the scale, we can make shad life really big. So let's just get fancy here for the heck of it, just because I'm a little curious myself and I've never done this before. So I don't know what I've changed where shad life isn't showing up anymore. Let's Z back. Sometimes when you're screwing with stuff, you mess things up. So what I want to do is, let's make the scale normal, is I want to start off big, right? So I think what I have to do is I'm going to go to here, right? I'm going to click this. I'm just guessing at this point, right? I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go back. And now I'm going to make the scale big. Now, I'm curious to know, is this going to like fall into the screen as it's spinning and then stop? Let's watch. Huh, look at that. So I just figured that out right now because I learned how these little clocks work, and it's super cool. So I'm gonna end this video here. Again, this is Premiere Pro. I'm learning how to edit video, so when I learn something new, I'm gonna go through kind of my learning process with it with you, because there's probably a lot of people out there that want to make videos and just, you know, fancy them up a little bit, and this is definitely a neat way to do it and make things look just a little bit more professional. I don't know if I would say this looks professional, but it is pretty cool. Yeah, so there you have it. I appreciate your support for my channel. Please like and subscribe.